It's time for the Bobby Bones Post Show. Here's your host, Bobby Bones.
So the effort has been to make daylight savings time permanent. A bill has been filed in the 119th Congress that will abolish changing our clocks. H.R. 139 makes daylight savings time permanent. So, but the thing is, we don't want the bad one. And at first, it was the bad one.
They can't do that. That's a bad idea.
The one we're in now is the bad one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where it gets dark early?
We're in the bad one.
We're in the bad one. Because that means we would spring forward later this year and then never fall back again. So that's the good one. They want to keep us in the good one. So they want to, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens if we stay on the good one? At some point, stuff's going to change, right?
Well, yes, it'll get dark earlier,
Yeah,
but it's also getting dark earlier, and we're giving that hour up.
Got it.
And mostly, it's not even. Yes, a little bit of it's the darkness part, but also I just hate that time change because it's just a weird week.
Yeah, we have to adjust.
It's, yeah,
Like,
I got enough to adjust to
Take
every
away
day.
There's
There's enough adjustment in my life. I'm good.
It'll just now be a natural flow of the light to dark.
And we have a sample, Arizona. There are actual places that don't change, so we know that Y2K doesn't happen.
It doesn't screw everything up?
No,
No.
because we have a whole state that's doing it already.
And the farmers are okay.
Yes.
Yeah, bruh.
Okay.
So
Didn't you hear Bobby's whole speech about that?
I might
I
have
think they
zoned
tune
out.
out.
Yeah.
When I'm on a good one, I think they start to worry that they can't
We can't really
they
keep
can't
up.
they can't really be a grand
It was a dissertation.
orator like myself.
Intellectually, I don't think we can keep up.
No, you can. I'm kidding. There's one. Number two, and I don't want to do the whole story here, but Eddie just reminded me. If you listen to our podcast, 25 Whistles, Eddie tells the story of a pair of Siamese twins where one of them is straight and one of them is gay.
Crazy.
I have
crazy.
already not.
We talked about it at dinner the
I
other night.
know. That's
saw
what
it
I mean.
on
And then
TikTok.
thankfully, I didn't have to think about it for at least
I can't stop thinking about it.
36 hours, and now I'm thinking
I can't
about
stop
it
thinking
again.
about it.
There's
What
so
are-
much to think about.
They have
What
one,
are Siamese
There's
twins?
one wiener. They're connected.
One
It's
body.
two people.
Two heads.
Oh.
Well, I would say more than two heads because they're connected in the middle. They have like sternum up. I would
It
say.
just depends on the type of Siamese, yes.
Yeah.
But let's just say they have one orifice down there.
Yep.
This guy has one wiener, but one head is straight, one head's gay.
Right.
They are.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
imagine
didn't
if
hear
like
that
the straight.
Huh?
I didn't hear that part originally. I just heard you guys talking about the private part,
Yeah.
and then I caught the.
Oh, you were like
the
everybody
second.
has one wiener. Yeah, no, it's Siamese twins.
They're
And
two people with one wiener.
And one,
Is gay?
and one straight.
I know,
How
but
does that work?
that's not, the wiener part's not bothering
well-
me. It's the other part.
After we
Sure.
we had talked
Both.
about we do 20 minutes on this on 25 Whistles. So if you want to like hear in-depth conversation,
Oh.
have at it.
I already had to do
But what Eddie and I, we were talking about it yesterday afternoon. We were working out.
We still
I
talk
couldn't
about
stop
it.
thinking about it. And I was like, do you think it's a battle of the brains where like, because if, let's say a guy's
Oh,
making
man.
out with a girl, but the gay one is like, I don't like girls. Where like the straight one is like working on a boner, but the other one's like trying to cancel it out. Like,
my
no! Like
my
he's going,
gosh.
I'm so turned on. The other one's going, baseball.
Because you can kind of control that.
And then it ends up looking like the guy when you drive by a car dealership, or it's kind of flapping in the way, like it's not quite there.
The guy
Yeah, it's
there.
just like you know,
No.
it's wild.
But Amy, that's
No,
what
I
we've been
know.
thinking about. and
No,
2
talking
days.
about.
I know. I was trying
2
to
days.
do it while I was eating my dinner the other night.
2 days.
Trying to
20
think about how maybe one of them then we were talking about can you
Put a curtain up.
one of you fall asleep with like a
A sedative.
How are you going to
Yes.
fall asleep when that's happening to you?
I know, but we're thinking
I
about
know.
ways.
Like, how?
I don't know.
I'm not falling asleep.
The other
No.
thing was
How did you learn about these guys?
TikTok.
TikTok.
Well, that's what he led
came
with
up.
too. He goes, I saw this on TikTok, and I'm like, 30% chance this is true.
And then I
we
sent it
looked
to
it
you.
up and we
It's
watched
true.
it.
I've watched video.
Wild. The other thing, and again,
Huh.
we won't get into it, but
No,
Yes,
no.
no. Okay, never mind.
What? You can't do that.
I did because he requested it. I
Oh.
can tell it to you afterward.
Later.
What happened?
Don't worry about it. He asked.
Did y'all?
Is it a news story or is it something
No,
else?
not a
I'm
news
so-
doesn't matter. It doesn't
Could have been
matter.
a news story.
Dude, shut up.
Oh, boy.
If it's sensitive, I'll hold. Okay. There's that.
Oh,
Right.
hey, go to 25 Whistles to hear the story.
Oh, it's on there.
So it's already on there.
Oh, it's on there. I was going to tell
Oh.
Amy again to get her reaction, but I'll
Yes.
tell you off air because you're going to be like, oh my God.
Why not just?
Wait,
oh my
I'm not.
God, no!
You can tell.
Are you
Oh
sure?
my
Yeah, you
God!
can-
Okay,
Yeah.
Eddie thinks his high school teacher tried to have sex with him.
Stop.
Okay.
When?
See?
When?
When in high school.
Oh my God!
So that's the whole story, though, because she, after he graduated, like invited him over for drinks.
Me and a couple buddies.
Well, that is weird.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all there.
drinks and you're only 18?
18, and I thought at the time, I'm like, that's kind of cool. But now that I'm older, I'm like, that's crazy.
What about your buddies? Maybe she liked your buddy.
Maybe.
But
Or
he
all
just
three of us.
realized recently that she was trying to have sex with him. And he told me this at dinner, and I'm like, this is never coming because I never thought about it. And so he had it in his 40s. The revelation was his teacher tried to have sex with him when he was a kid.
And that could have been crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
And
in a bad way.
Yeah. Well, you're 18, though.
Oh, really?
If you're 18,
Oh.
you don't have to say that. You can be like, it's been crazy
Oh, okay.
because you're an adult.
Good point.
Yeah. It's up there. It's did the whole,
25
we
whistles.
were. It was an odd show.
So do you know
'cause-
where that teacher is now?
Mm-mm. No. No, I don't know.
Have you never looked her up on Facebook?
Never.
Have
Ray,
you talked to those friends?
Play.
No.
Oh yeah. Good point. Good question. You guys don't reminisce about it?
Nope.
I
probably
would
married
hit him
to
up
her.
and be like, hey, did you...
Go with voicemail 1, Ray.
Hello, Bobby Bones, longtime listener here from Austin, Texas. I have a big recommendation for 2025 for you guys to bring back a lot of the previous old segments that we haven't heard in a while. Number one being the Death Draft. The Death Draft was absolutely amazing. It was so fun. You guys loved the Death Draft. You know you did, so bring it back. Number two, what year was it? That was a staple game every single morning for us to listen to and play along with. And finally, all the variations on Amy telling a joke, whether it's Amy yelling a joke, Amy whispering a joke, and Amy yodeling a joke.
Appreciate that. We don't do the death draft anymore because it just felt mean. Because we draft people who we think are going to die.
And one year I got 2 out of 3.
And Lunchbox hit. It's the one draft
That's not good.
he dominated
That's
it, man.
weird.
I know.
I got Whitney Houston.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, dang.
That was so...
That
How
one was
random.
odd. I know. So we think we had something to do with her death, and we don't like that feeling. So we don't do the death draft anymore. The other stuff I can relook at. We
I
love.
don't remember Amy yodeling.
Oh,
a joke.
yeah.
Well, when she would tell a joke, we would just do all kinds of stuff.
I remember the yelling and the whispering. That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for suggesting that. I will definitely go and think about bringing some of that back. We play What Year Was on the Countdown on the weekends, every show, so that still exists in a capacity. So okay, there's that. Why would you do dry January? Like I don't feel
Oh,
like
I
you're
thought you
somebody
were
who needs. Are you drinking? Are you drinking?
No, not at
Why?
all. I've never done dry January.
I know, but
and
now
I'm
you're
actually
doing
drinking
it.
less than I've ever had. I don't know.
Go ahead.
People around me are doing it, and I thought, well, okay. I just, on a whim, I think it was New Year's Eve. I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing it. And then have been in dry January. Before, like in November and December, I had ordered these drinks that are like mocktails anyway. So I was already dabbling in that. Just
But I'm saying, are you drinking enough to where that would be like me doing a no weed Wednesday? I don't
Correct.
smoke weed, so
Right.
nothing's changing.
That's a
good.
really
Yeah.
good point. Yeah, it's like it's not really impacting me. But also, like I had dinner with some girlfriends the other night, and like I didn't get a drink. Or when we all went to dinner the other night, I was like, "Hey, Bobby, what are you drinking?" Because I knew you had a mocktail, and I ordered whatever you had, and it was so good. But I think normally at a birthday dinner, I probably just casually would have ordered a cocktail. But this, because I'm doing dry January, I didn't.
Do you see the alcohol cancer story?
Yes, the Surgeon General
Crazy.
put out a warning.
I have the news story.
Oh, okay, I know.
I'd rather play the news story because they know.
It's official.
No, I'm Amy's
I know,
quotable.
I know.
She's pretty
she
quotable,
can
man.
supplement, but at sometimes we get a little off
You don't
with our
want my
facts.
version?
I do want your version after. Ray, hit that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no audio for this.
Oh, we didn't
guess
put up
what?
the audio.
I have audio.
Oh, Amy hit it.
Me.
Oh my God, go ahead.
Okay, so on January 3rd,
And this is what we got.
2025,
Go ahead.
the Surgeon General put out a statement saying that he would like for there to now be warning labels on alcohol for cancer risks, specifically breast cancer, colon, liver.
Big
It
time,
goes on and
big
on.
time cancer risk.
Yeah, it's big time cancer risks. And that it needs to be on there, similar to how cigarettes now have a warning for that. And other countries like Ireland, they already have a warning label on there. And so
I think I have it saved in my TikTok. But yes, it
All
was
alcohol?
Yes. Now,
all alcohol.
Oh man.
the Surgeon General is calling for cancer risk warning labels to be placed on alcoholic beverages, citing a new advisory that alcohol is a leading preventable cause of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Leading.
Yeah, like
The report warns even one drink a day increases cancer risk. Drinking mouth, esophagus, throat, colon, liver, and breast cancer.
right. So I believe 20,000 deaths per year. There was a category of alcohol related cancer.
It was
causing
so
deaths.
significant that I was blown away at how significant they were saying it was.
Yeah, like I think 100,000 people diagnosed and 20,000 dead per
I
year.
wonder what this is.
Oh,
I have a
boy.
bunch of videos saved. No, that's got to be New Orleans. That video.
I mean, shouldn't we put a cancer risk on everything? Because at some point, like
Well, everything's not a cancer risk.
It's not everything.
no, like all the stuff we cook on, they're saying like the Teflon's cancerous now. I'm like, I've been
Right.
cooking on that for 40 years.
And I think sometimes they just learn it because we use it for a long time and they test it. But yes, I think the microplastics.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
yeah, water.
where we have all that stuff in our brain. But I was surprised at how prevalent they think the cancer is because of even moderate drinking.
Yeah, because we have been led to believe that, glass of wine a day,
Keeps the doctor away. That's what I heard.
doctor away. And maybe, it's not going to impact your heart health. But then it's like, oh, wait, what about cancer? Especially if those types of cancers potentially run in your family.
Yeah, look at the article. Are specific in it.
I don't need to. I
You,
heard Amy.
no, you do. Trust me.
What? No, I feel like I did a pretty good job.
Morgan went to Europe over the break.
Yeah.
First time out of the country?
Yeah. First time to Europe.
Where'd you go? Where else did you go?
Like out of the country ever.
yeah.
I've been to Mexico and down in like the Caribbean.
Okay. I would still say first time out of the country because
Okay.
you're with Eddie every day. So you already have a little dose of
Pretty much
Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, and then Mike's right there too. Yeah, I don't think Mexico counts.
It doesn't leave in the country?
Officially, it
you have to have
does.
a passport.
I know. I mean, I know officially. Like, I know Mexico's not
You're
America.
just saying it's part of North America.
But I'm saying that's like a lot of people go to Mexico.
What about Canada?
It's America too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Meaning the cultures aren't so different that you're like, wow. In Mexican food, we have it. I don't know. I feel like Europe is a whole different ballgame. Like
yeah,
the
well, and
toilets
it's a
are
completely
different.
different continent, so that's what also makes
You
it
have to
feel
fly
different.
over an ocean, the whole thing. Thoughts?
Oh, just insane. Everything is so different on multiple levels. One,
How things
The
are hundreds of years
architecture.
older than what we are.
Architecture.
The what? The what?
like the architecture of
The
all
what?
the. Am I saying that weird?
Say
Am I-
it.
architecture?
We'll go with it. Go ahead.
How do you guys say it?
Not that. Go
No,
ahead.
really, how do you guys say it?
Architecture.
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 How did you say it,
Architecture.
Morgan?
Architecture.
No.
No, you
She
were
was
saying
saying
texture.
texture.
Like texture. It doesn't matter.
That's okay. We all do it.
We don't make fun of people for how they speak.
Oh, we do. Yes, we do.
Yep.
That's why
Okay.
Amy started correcting her. I was like, no, let her say it again.
Well, I thought it was just,
I was being ruthless.
sometimes
No, I
one time
know.
you mess up. But
That's on me. That's on me. I shouldn't have done that. I should have
No, that's
highlighted
right.
it.
Well, okay. The architecture, however I said it.
Got it. That's right.
The buildings are just insane. Things are just hundreds and hundreds of years old.
In our country, older than our country.
Yeah, and then you come over here and we just have these like modern, very stale buildings, and it's depressing.
Freaking Fuddruckers. You're like, that's from the 70s. We're like, wow, put that in a museum.
Fuddruckers.
It's crazy. It is crazy how old stuff. There's like
Yeah.
stuff from, again, 500 years before our country even existed.
There was one of the cathedrals that they started building in the 1600s, and they're still building. It's never been finished. And that was like fascinating to
it's
me.
taking so long.
That's going so slow.
I don't think it ever
Funding,
finishes.
probably.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
I don't.
Funding.
I don't think it's a tax issue.
Because
So
here in
they just
America,
add-
we got the
adding
money.
on.
onto the back or the
on.
top, or they just
Well, some of it's so old. I think I don't know.
they're probably having to redo what they did before.
Is it Notre Dame?
It's a bad contractor. Let's be
No,
honest.
but Notre Dame was open when I was
It
there.
finally
which was
opened.
Cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
5
that the
years.
one that burned?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's sad.
So where did you go?
So we started in Brussels, and then we went to Paris, and then we went to Barcelona,
Brussels.
that's
is that
cool.
Where's
Belgium?
Belgium.
Belgium.
Yes.
Capital of Belgium. I've never been there. What's that like?
Amazing. All they do is eat chocolate and eat fries all day.
That's what I'm about.
That's all they do.
Like really, genuinely, there's chocolate shops everywhere. There's fry shops everywhere.
That's like two of their main things.
They're
Chocolates and
like,
fries.
Yeah, that's
the
what they're known
Americans
for.
are coming.
Give them what they want.
Yeah.
I've never been there. I've never been to Belgium.
Belgium was the prettiest as far as all their buildings and the way that it was set up. Very walkable. You could walk around super easy, and everybody was really friendly.
They speak English?
Yeah, that was the other thing that I was.
everywhere.
Yeah,
is English.
everybody speaks English, but we're like the dumb Americans that don't speak other languages.
Yes. Right,
Everybody
right.
speaks like 5 languages.
When you go out of the country, you feel so selfish. 'Cause,
Yes.
you see other Americans, they're louder and more obnoxious in restaurants, and it's how we just are.
Well, don't they all want to be like us, though?
Okay, but they're not.
I don't
Right.
know that
They're
they do.
they're more polite. They're cleaner. They're not as rude. They're not as loud. You
we
can
loud?
dude. You can definitely tell an American when you go anywhere that's not America.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
That's embarrassing.
So did you train or did you fly?
Okay, so we flew over there, and then we took a train from Brussels to Paris, and then we fly. Well, I just was.
I didn't think you
specifying.
trained over, but I was gonna let it go.
You know, I could have taken a cruise over, guys. I don't
you
know.
would still
cruise?
be on it.
There are cruises.
You mean like a ship?
Like,
a car?
they have year-long.
it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
cruises. Anyways,
You fly over.
we took a train from Brussels to Paris, and then we took a flight from Paris to Barcelona. So both.
So tell me about Barcelona. I've never been to Spain.
Barcelona was
It's
my favorite.
Barcelona.
Okay. You're not from there. You're from Mexico.
But that's what they say, Barcelona.
You can't really jump in.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was my favorite. They had like the best food. Everywhere is a tapas restaurant where it's just these small plates. And they are so passionate about how they feel. Like everybody there is so like, they're just so, everything is so important to them and passionate. And they don't wake up until like 10 a.m. They don't start partying until 12:30.
Dinner's late.
They take naps all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime we were walking around doing stuff, they're like, why are you guys, no, you need to go take a nap.
I've been to places like that where I'm like trying to shop or buy something at 11 o'clock, and they're like, no, we're done. Nothing's open till 3. People are taking their siesta.
Yeah, that's how it was. And
Yeah.
they call it, that's the
weird.
Spanish way.
Mm-hmm.
So the culture there was also like super crazy. But Barcelona, I think, was my favorite just because it was so different. And again, all the buildings and structures are just so pretty.
Was it cold in Barcelona?
Barcelona was like in the 50s.
Okay, that's good.
So not horrible.
I would, because Paris is my favorite city. I loved it, but I would imagine it's a different experience if it's cold. Because what we loved about it was we just walked to all we did all the outside stuff. If it's cold, I'm not doing crap.
And it was cold, but we did still walk everywhere.
You did?
But also,
Did you do the Louvre, the museum?
we didn't go into
Oh
it.
my God, it's awesome.
No, I don't know that we had enough time to fit everything in and still go in. But we did manage to use the metro in both Paris and Barcelona, which was we were very impressed with ourselves navigating a different language and a subway that I have never really used besides once in New York before.
How do you feel now that you're back? What did you learn about the world? Because I always feel like because I never traveled, never had the money to travel till later on. But once I started traveling and seeing other places that I thought I would never see, it definitely opened me up in a lot of ways to go, oh yeah, just because I grew up indoctrinated with certain beliefs, that doesn't mean they're right. Because people all over the world have way different beliefs in many different ways. And the exposure to certain, like I just felt like, man, I am dumb.
Yeah. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And very like uncultured.
Yep.
And I thought I was cultured. I thought I was very open-minded. And then I go over there, I'm like, I'm not. I felt stupid.
The buildings being so much older puts everything into perspective. Because there's like a random building that's built in 1200.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the Declaration of Independence wasn't until 1776, right?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. London, you ever been to London yet?
Haven't been to London.
London is generic-y, still really cool, but so much history. It's wild. I did all my stuff because Full House and Brady Bunch. Like I didn't have anywhere to go, so like old TV shows would have stuff. Went to Japan because of Full House. Went to Hawaii because of Brady Bunch. Went to London because of Friends.
Like because they went over?
Yeah, their episodes, and I was like, if I ever get the money to go places, I'm gonna go to the places.
Did you go where they went, like the same cities and stuff, or just?
Only, yeah, the same cities. Okay. Well, except for the Brady Bunch, they were just at the ocean. I don't know where they were because they
were Honolulu.
I was for sure Honolulu.
Yeah.
I ended up going like 4 times with American Idol, but I went by myself once to finish a book. I went by myself. I wouldn't recommend that.
What,
it's just
going to
awkward to have
Hawaii by
somebody take
yourself?
it. You know, yeah, just hey, would you take a picture of me? Okay, get in. Where's it? No, it's just me. No, that's a weird conversation. I don't mind being by myself, but like I would go on a hike and I was like, I'd like to remember this, do something other than a selfie. Hey man, would you take a picture of me? Yeah, where's your? Oh, did you? And then they're like, is this guy gonna kill us? The whole thing. What about dudes? You meet any dudes over there?
Oh yeah, the trifecta in every city. That was the other thing.
Whoa.
What?
What's the trifecta?
Like we
She
met
she
dudes
bagged
in
one
every city.
What is the 3 of them?
And what does she mean, like
Per
bag?
city?
Lunchbox
I'm
said
not
that
saying
she
do
didn't
it.
say
I'm not-
bag.
no, I'm just
Don't
saying, like,
let
I
him
met
change
them.
what
What
she's
does
saying.
trifecta mean?
Like I hit the
3 cities
three
met
cities
3 dudes.
trifecta.
Oh,
Not
okay.
at
Like
once.
you go
So
to 3 different
perceived.
bars,
Amy's
you
like,
make out with 3 different
foursomes?
chicks.
Dang.
She went to 3 cities
Sorry.
and met 3 different guys.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's not good.
They're
So a
either.
so
guy
they're so friendly and they come up to
And
you
aggressive.
Some of them, yes,
Yeah.
definitely aggressive. The ones that we interacted with were really great, but we would go into a bar for 5 minutes and people would be talking to us. It was wild. I've never experienced that in my life at bars.
Did you
What was behind
did you
that?
make out with all 3 different countries?
I will plead the fifth.
Okay, fair enough.
Got
Okay,
it.
but
So that means yes.
also
No, it doesn't. It could have been 2, could have been 1.
Did they wait for the Americans to come in?
Yes.
They had
Well,
their
no-
chocolate and their fries ready.
A lot of them couldn't. Like there were some that they could speak some English, but like they would be translating to each other while we were talking. So I don't know that they were
What were they
necessarily
saying
waiting
to
for
it?
that to happen.
What were they saying?
When
There's
should
like-
we kidnap them?
Well, you can also tell an American immediately.
Yeah.
And that's attractive.
That's what I mean.
You can for sure American walks and 2 Americans wear a lot of leisure wear like
sweatpants?
tights, hoodies,
Yoga pants.
In other countries, it's worn a little, but
What are they
They
wearing over there?
dress.
they wear actual
Nice.
clothes, like adult clothes.
Oh, like-
Americans, we more so will just wear whatever's comfortable, even in public. Not really as prevalent in Europe.
No, they definitely dress much nicer.
In Paris, it was like everybody was dressed up. You walk out, everybody's got on nice clothes.
I learned that through Emily in Paris.
We were when we were in Barcelona. We didn't know where our night was going to take us, but we had like jeans on and just comfy clothes. We walked in and the girls just stared at us. They were like dressed to the nines, like they were at a ball. And then there was these two Americans just in their jeans and sneakers, like in this huge club.
And also, if you know somebody's a tourist and you're a dude, you're probably going to go up and shoot your shot because you know that people are like, YOLO, tourists.
Yeah, no strings attached.
I don't know that everybody's like, I'm going to bang that person immediately.
I think he said
that's
that.
like a Vegas club, man.
but
bag and
also,
big.
Wait, how do you know you never been?
To a Vegas club?
No, to Europe, where she's talking about.
No, I'm saying, but that's how you looked at it when I used to go to Vegas when I was single.
We didn't look at it like that. No, we didn't.
I looked at the club that way, like, man, I get with that chick, no strings attached.
you would. You just.
But you would look. But
would you act on it?
But what had
Yeah.
happened? Oh, you.
I mean, that one time
He did love Asian girls. He had like 2 years where it was, he had a different Asian girl every week.
Well, he
We
did
were
say
in
that
he
Vegas.
says that one
though.
time.
No,
That
I'm saying.
one time.
I mean,
How
we
many
went all the
times
way
have you
down-
been to Vegas? Like
Hundreds.
100?
Oh no, I've seen him many Asian girls. So
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm not even gonna say he only did it once. I've seen him with at least 4 Asian girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trifecta.
Quad.
Quad.
And there had to be more. And there had to be more than just those that I saw. But he had a
Okay.
thing because I don't know why. Probably because there were just a lot of Asian girls in Vegas.
Well,
Man,
wait.
it's so
but
hot,
I
dude.
know
That's why I
we
loved Vegas too.
pled the fifth on whatever. But like, what about phone numbers, communication, Instagram?
No,
email?
no.
Is there any?
Yeah.
Have you talked to any of them?
Yeah.
Like they may come to America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
They're gonna come visit.
Yeah, there's communication with
Do
some
you
of them.
guys understand how this is why Morgan is so dumb?
Why is
it
that
dumb?
dumb?
This
She's
is
single and that was
exciting.
fun.
Okay.
There's nothing dumb about that.
All right.
All right, we have to go.
She's gonna bring some guy over here that doesn't speak English to hang out for
He
a
does
week.
speak
Well,
English.
he speaks enough English to speak to me.
Hi.
You are a very.
I want to
You hot.
kiss.
You're very
We go
pretty.
to room.
You put lips on lips.
Why did they all of a sudden become Russian from all of you?
We go to the room
The
now.
only one. We only know Dolph Lundgren and Rocky when it comes to impressions.
If he dies, he dies.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. We have to go. We will. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.